In this episode, we're going to talk about how you can accelerate your learning, accelerate how you're learning skills and learning topics by actually slowing down the learning process. As odd as that sounds, that's what we're going to talk about and how you can do it and how this may just change your life. Welcome to episode 7 of the Accelerated Achievement Show. You see, one of the biggest reasons, probably the biggest reason why every single day, every single week, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, including myself, post on social media, create content and create videos like this, talking about the fact that the education system is broken. One of the biggest reasons why that happens is because of this concept. Schools focus on accelerating achievement on the ground level, on the micro, yet in the grand scheme of things, on the big scale, they're actually slowing it down and lowering its effectiveness dramatically compared to the reverse. If you want to learn a skill, and I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably have a few skills that you want to learn that you know will help you get to the next level in your career, in your business, whatever it is. If you want to learn a skill, and learning, I believe, is the ultimate meta skill. It's the big skill. Learning is the ultimate skill. If you can know how to learn skills, you can make drastically larger progress in far faster periods of time because you've gone to the next level of, instead of learning an individual skill, you're actually learning how to learn skills. So anyway, if you want to learn skills, the fastest way and most effective way for you to do that is to actually slow down the learning process in the micro level, yet just speed it up when it comes to the grand scheme, the macro level. And that's how you do it, and that's actually the contrary of what the education system does. Let me explain. You see, the education system, here's what they do. If they want to teach you about a certain statistic or a certain piece of data, they'll teach you that by telling you it. As in, they have a sentence, or they have the sentence structure or the data or whatever it is. They take that piece of data and they do it very fast when it comes to teaching it to you. Meaning they essentially give you that information, meaning they tell it to you, and that's it. That's fast, right? They manage to teach you that education, teach you that piece of data in about, 20 seconds, meaning one-way communication. They taught you that piece of information. For example, if I wanted to teach you that 1 + 1 = 2, the way I would teach you, or the way the school system would teach you that, is they would tell you 1 + 1 = 2. Remember that. That's it. They taught you that. Technically, you now know, you're now being taught in, 15 seconds that that's the case. But when you look at it on the macro level, they're actually slowing down your education compared to the contrary belief, how you really speed up your learning. For example, if you want to learn marketing, or you want to learn sales, you want to learn business, or you want to learn hockey, or you want to learn basketball, the faster way for you to do that is actually to do the opposite. Slow it down in the short term and then speed up your results in the macro in the long term. So how you do it, instead of learning, okay, here's how to shoot a hoop in basketball. And that's it. Instead of 15 seconds to learn that skill, because technically you know it. You saw the teacher, they shot the hoop, you know how to do it, technically speaking. Meaning you learn very fast in the short term, very slow in the long term, because you won't actually get the results. Guaranteed, if the first time you're shooting that hoop from a far distance and your teacher shot it and he told you to repeat the exact same thing he did, you won't do it. Meanwhile, if you want to learn effectively, this is essentially what the whole premise of my first book, Skilled Success, was about. How to speed up learning by making it slower in the short term, but faster in the long term. By the way, you can get a free copy of this book. You just pay for shipping. Click the link below, or go to skilledsuccessbook.com. There you go, a little bit of promotion there. Either way, so the real way that you actually accelerate learning over the long term is, let's go back to the basketball example. Instead of you being said in 2 sentences, here's how to shoot a hoop, there you go, you know now. Instead, you might spend an hour where he's explaining through metaphors and through action, where you're actually shooting hoops repeatedly and he's giving you feedback. That's spending an hour. you're spending an hour learning the exact same thing that another teacher may attempt to teach you in 30 seconds. So you may think, hey, I want to learn in 30 seconds. But really, in the long term, this 1 hour here will get you the result. Meanwhile, you might have to need to go through these 30 seconds 100 times before you actually get it. Meaning this is longer in the short term, but it's far faster in the long term. So if you want to learn a skill, let me bring this back down to the ground level. Let me bring it back to you. Chances are you're not in school. You probably are running a business, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're an influencer, or you want to do something and you want to learn how to learn faster. The way for you to do that is to slow down your learning in the short term, whatever skill it is. If it's marketing, if you want to learn, let's say, social media marketing, the way you do that is you don't just go and consume a information course about here's the 22 keys for you to learn about social media. No, what you do is you spend 5 times as long actually digging into the platforms that you're advertising or marketing on, and you start to study all the intricate details and take action about how you do that. Meanwhile, other people will do it the ineffective way, the faster way in the short term, but longer in the long term. So I hope you got that. The way to accelerate your learning is to actually slow it down. If you look at any accelerated learning training, it follows this philosophy of, okay, it takes longer in the short term, but you're getting far more effective results. Hence, it's taking shorter. Hence, it's accelerated in the long term. So I hope I banged on about that enough, and you get that. Because I want you to comment down below this episode, below this video, down below, what is your biggest takeaway? If right now you want to learn a skill, I want you to bring this back out of, okay, I'm watching this episode. I want you to bring that into, okay, what can I take away? How can I use this? How can I slow down my learning in the short term and radically speed it up in the long term for what you want to learn? Because I'm a huge believer you're only a few skills away. You're a few skills away from achieving what you want. If you're running a business, you may need to learn the skill of marketing and then product creation and then another skill. You're only a few skills away from your success, whatever it is. And I've had the immense pleasure of traveling all around the world and helping people accelerate their achievement, accelerate their learning, using these philosophies and just trainings shared here on the Accelerated Achievement Show. So how can you apply this? That's a question for you to think about and analyze. How can you apply this? See what we're doing right now? Right now, I'm getting you to think about it. So 5 minutes after the episode, I'm hoping for the next 5 minutes, you'll be thinking about it. So instead of 10 minutes of watching the episode, it may be 15 minutes. But in the long term, you're actually accelerating your results. So what's your biggest takeaway? Comment below. If you enjoyed this episode, another episode of the Accelerated Achievement Show, like below and subscribe for more episodes so you never miss an episode, and you get all of the tools and the strategies for accelerated learning, accelerated skill development, and accelerated achievement. How do you reach your goals faster than you may have ever thought possible? How do you get the most out of your time and your time on this planet? So if you enjoyed this, like below, subscribe, share this episode, and I'll see you in more episodes, in future episodes of the Accelerated Achievement Show.
Achievement accelerated with the Accelerated Achievement Show.